welcome to episode 5 of the ANR Design Unholstered podcast with your host, Alex Costa. That's me. And today's guest is Rick Nyce. He operates under Rick Nyce in the hip hop industry. He is GS Weapons, also High End Pew on Instagram. And he's a really, really close friend, aka family. And he came from the hip hop industry, from writing beats and video production, and he's bridging that professionalism from the hip hop industry for music videos, and he's bringing some really cool vibes, some really cool aesthetics into videography and video production into the firearms world. And we've done a bunch of projects together. We every few months we get together and we shoot some awesome content for each other.
Driplomats, bro.
Driplomats. Hashtag Driplomats with a Z at the end. Yeah. So that's our little gang. So Rick, tell us a little bit about your history in hip hop.
Well, man, I started off really was a beat producer. Like I was making beats and stuff first, and then I started working with a group called the Diplomats. I was young. I was still in high school. I was producing, and eventually I was going to Temple University, and we had a little radio show. So we had a little camcorder. I ended up picking that up by accident, dove into the film world after that. It was pretty much hand in hand with like the music production. So I picked it up pretty fast as a hobby. Didn't think it would get professional. Didn't think it would be to this point right now. And that's really just crossing over. I basically was just trying to like cross the worlds over for real. Like I work with a lot of big artists, Drake, Future, Little Uzi, Apple Music, Reebok, rest in peace, Juice WRLD. I don't know, a lot of people. The list can go on. But I did a lot of work, and then now I'm crossing over to the 2A community, working with people like ANR Design, GBRS Group, Buck Doyle, a bunch of other stuff. But right now we got the Diplomats going, my boy Alex. So I'm pretty sure y'all seen some of that footage. And shit, I just really love cool shit. I like tactical stuff, night vision, all the cool stuff. So, that's really it, bro. My mind went blank for real. I couldn't think of it.
No, it's tight. Well, you forgot Colion Noir on your list.
Yeah, Colion Noir. Shout out to my boy Noir. Noir, if you're watching, bro, sorry. Shout out to Colion Noir. Yeah, for sure. The big homie Noir, man.
Yeah. So you've been doing some cool projects. We met in July for the first time. We've been talking for a while. Rick actually was friends from home with our ANR Design operation manager, Justin Birch, and they met in Philly. Justin's from Philly, and yeah, I guess you guys bumped into each other at a fucking gun shop or something like that. Yeah. And they started talking, and they became friends. And so Justin introduced us and was like, "Hey, Rick does some fucking awesome stuff. You're into hip hop. You like that hip hop style aesthetic." That's one thing that I really love about Rick's work is that hip hop aesthetic, the back and forth, the jump cuts, and the way it's like always flowing. It's not some static camera. It's not boring, dude. Like you're watching it and then someone will flash and be like, "Whoa, that was fucking tight." Like roll that back, pause it. Well, let's see that again, right? It's just the transitions, the color grading. You really fucking knock it out of the park there, and there's no one remotely close to your style in the 2A community producing videos, and I think that's why so many people are gravitating towards you now. Like GBRS, you just got done with GBRS Group.
Yes, that was really dope experience. Gave them some drip for sure. Be doing more content with them in the future as well, but basically, dude, the same way like how I linked with you. You guys are super cool to me. I was interested in everything you had going on. I just wanted to bring my vision into it. So like the GBRS stuff worked out super cool. I started how that happened. I was talking to Slade on IG for a few months, and we just, he's seen some of the video. I think one of the videos was yours, the one we shot in the snow.
Yeah.
That one, and they really liked it. They really liked it, that video, and we just locked in from there, bro. Went out Virginia Beach, shot some cool shit, and gave them some diplomats for sure, man. Everything else is kind of history, bro.
Yeah,
Like
that's tight. I saw some.
for real, you pop the cherry as far as like the 2A, the high end content, bro. Like me, when you the full autos, the night vision. That's how it really got kicked off with you. You were the first one, for real, for real.
That's
Like,
awesome. Yeah, and you sent me some behind the scenes photos. There's some ANR holsters floating around that
oh
camp.
yeah,
So
yep, yep,
that's tight.
yep,
That's good to
man,
know.
yeah, man.
Low key flex there.
Mhm.
So you had fun in VB. You got to see their shop and all
Mhm.
that. Stole me a
Yeah, yeah.
patch.
Oh, yeah. The patch is actually, hold on. My boy Patch is up here on the wall. Oh, hold on. Gotta get this going for you, bro. Hold on, right here. Snag my boy one, man. Glow in the
Yeah,
dark patch. Had to get that for sure.
jacked me a GBRS patch. GBRS stands for gold, blue, red, silver. So that's DevGru.
Yeah.
Um, do they actually have one dude from each squadron part of their group?
No, I believe they were all gold squadron. He broke down with exactly what their version of it mean. I actually forgot, to be honest with you. But I think they're all pretty much gold squadron. I think one of their guys are cool is red squadron as well.
Yeah,
But
that's cool. DevGru, the information about DevGru and the squadrons and their cat badges and everything, it's all pretty public on
yeah,
Wikipedia. And then you go to
right,
other
exactly.
units and it's not as public.
Yeah,
Like you can't find SAS cat badges
mhm,
for the different squadrons anywhere.
exactly.
You can't find the squadron. Like, you can find some patches,
Mhm.
some people that have sold patches, but most of the squadron insignias are almost impossible to find. So
Yeah, like super private shit.
yeah, super private. So it's kind of interesting when you go cross different tier one units, what is available information versus what is not. I saw some patches from 2.2 going up on eBay
Yeah.
for like stupid money,
Money, yeah,
and
bro.
like one
Crazy.
patch, like a B squadron patch,
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, that's what the insignia. Before I knew about it, I was like, oh, that's what the insignia is for that
yeah,
squadron.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, so you did that with them. You shot with Colion Noir recently.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll do some
that's
more stuff with Noah for sure. He
night
wants to
vision
get some
shit,
more.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We shot some night vision stuff. I actually set up his helmet for him, like put his air pro in his helmet, and he didn't know like I was like a gear nerd for real. He's like, nice, bro. I didn't know you know put all this stuff together. Like that's crazy. Like even just setting up, the rifles and IR and stuff. People don't
Yeah.
know like I'm a gear nerd. Like, yeah, working like the hip hop world, and all, but I love this shit. You know personally. You
Oh
already
yeah.
know.
I
So
mentored
yeah.
you on some of it
Right,
too. So
exactly. Exactly, bro.
so what was
First
he
battle
running
him
from
in
ears?
51.
Was it op
Um,
score?
I I put him on the op score. He's running with he's some ear pro. He's partnered up with some company that he sells on his site. But I told him if he wants to get serious, he gotta get them amps, bro.
Yeah,
Like
you
it
got
ain't
to
no
get
way.
amps.
Gotta get amps. It's the
See,
only way.
only way to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some amps sitting next to me. Just
He got a lot of amps. It'd be amps. I'm like, dude, where's some fucking extra amps I had? And they be in your side by side in like the store department. Like, like
need more though. I still have Peltors on my ballistic helmet setup, and I really just don't care for Peltors.
you're a real Garrison. Now you should have seen your face. You were disgusted. You still had Peltor. You said, I really don't.
Oh,
Man,
I hate them. Plus, the ones that I have on that helmet, I think are some OG deployed ones that the comms
okay.
were cut out of them, so it's got like some foamy stuffed into them.
Oh, okay, okay,
I mean, it's
okay.
fine for like night vision shit and subs and cans and whatnot, but like,
Yeah,
real talk, amps will correct some temporary hearing loss. If you
yeah,
go from some shitty Howard Lights or Peltors, I mean, Peltors feels like after going from amps with NMFI earbuds back to
yeah,
Peltors feel like you have fucking steel pots over your ears in comparison to the quality of audio that comes out.
yeah.
And since we're talking about gear and being gear snobs, like the OpsCore amps, the reason why the NMFI or NFMI, I always forget which it is,
Mhm.
it has a batteryless in-ear earbud that you put in either side, and it creates a I'm pretty sure it's like electromagnetic or connection, and they basically connect to your over ear, and they create a 360 sound effect, a real time realistic sounding 360 audio. So it's directional, and those earbuds themselves, battery free. They have amplifiers that project the sound into your ears, and they offer another 30 decibel sound reduction rating. So it's a double ear. Concussion doesn't really affect you. It's amazing. Rotate your
my ears. I haven't even ever since the ones you got from me. I haven't even. I used them maybe one time. I got to try the in-ears with the amps. I haven't really ran them yet.
Yeah,
bro.
you have to. The sound is so much better.
That's what Slade was saying. Slade was like, dude, you got, if you run the amps, you got to run the in-ears. Like, that's the way. I was like, yeah, no, I haven't tried it yet. Like, I got to try it for sure.
So rotate your laptop a little bit to the right.
My right or your right?
No, other way. Other way. Don't move your body. Just move your laptop. A little bit more. Perfect. Cool. So I have you on 2/3 of the screen.
Okay.
And I'm on 1/3, so I just had you move it so you're more centered. Perfect. So you're an MCX junkie.
Yes.
It's
your fault too. A lot of this is your fault, bro.
You can't blame that on me. I have enlightened you. I have to start shooting my 300 blacks, dude. My neighbor, because it's getting darker later. It was funny. We were shooting my high power at 740, and my neighbor across the street got pissed. And he comes over, and with my amps, I can fucking hear a fly fart at 50 yards away. So I hear him drag a toe of his boot across pavement, and I snap around, and it's dark, right? I mean, we had pretty good loom from the moon. I snap around before he even gets to my property. I go, "Hey man, what's up?" And he goes to rest his elbows on my fence, and I go, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Putting the kids down." And I'm like, 740? Like, what the? It just got dark. Like, shit. Like, I don't know anything about kids, right? So, and he just walked on back. It would have been cool. Like, "Hey, neighbor, never talked to you before. How are you? Sorry about this." But he kind of did the pissed off. It was more like my wife's yelling at me, and that's why I'm here vibe. It was one of those. So I was like, all right,
man.
But I got a lot of 300 black kicking around, so I'll have to do some MCX videos at night here. We're just gonna have to keep quiet. And I straight up told like my other neighbor who's friends with him, I said, "Tell him I'm gonna shoot at night, but he better not complain about steel quietly ringing from subs, because I'm gonna shoot at night all the fucking time. I just want you supers." And so MCXs, man, MCXs are super. How many rounds did you have through your Rattler before cleaning it? Before it started having malfunctions where you had to fucking clean it?
Maybe about 2,500, bro. Easy, maybe more. That's what I can count. Maybe 3,000. Unclean, never clean, suppressed from day one. Just a bunch of supers and subs through that thing, man. And never cleaned it at all.
And people don't realize that the Rattler was never meant to be suppressed permanently in the first place. That's why the cane brake is an anomaly to me. Why they produced a cane brake for a niche system. But the Rattler, just going from a 5.5-inch barrel to the 675 MCX with a big can is like a complete night and day change in audio. The rapport from the firearm is so much fucking quieter. Just going that extra 1.75 inches and a little bit more volumetric can. Because do you have you're running a dead air
Nomad 30 on my 675 and a Wolfman on the Rattler.
Okay, so you're running the Wolfman on the Rattler. See, I wanted the Sig route. I wanted like the classic, like
I wish I could get that. They're reselling for 2,500 and 3,000 right now.
The cans?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up,
bro. 2,500 to 3,000, bro, for those cans right now, because they're not made anymore.
And they're not making them anymore. See, I don't understand why Sig discontinued a can when they don't have a new can to replace the old can. Like, like Inforce kind of did that with like the APLC. They stopped producing a light that they sell metric fuck tons. You know, like
Yeah,
the
that
huge.
was the most sold one to me. The APLC. It seemed like more people ran that than anything. It seemed
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. And then and Sig did the same thing. Sig shot themselves in the foot, where I think they intended on having the new cans released much sooner, but COVID kind of slowed
Yep.
that down. Dude, they're
Mm-hmm.
barely producing rifles. That's why MCXs are so
Bro,
expensive.
MCXs are 4,000 right now, bro.
But the reason why is Sig lowered the production of rifles, which they probably have a smaller margin on profit, and they're producing like 65,000 365s a month.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, bro.
So
Like,
my whole perspective from this whole fucking COVID shit is companies are just trying to keep up with the demand of new gun owners trying to buy carry guns and handguns and some rifles. But right now, like all their time and money is going into SIGs is like ammunition and pistols, like
yep.
easy polymer frame, mass produced pistols to get everyone a fucking gun.
Yeah.
And you know, I really feel bad for a lot of engineering departments across the Second Amendment to a industry. Is I think there's going to be a huge void of product development, new product development, new technology development, because these companies are spending so much fucking time just keeping up with production.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. It's
So
crazy.
I'm really hoping that they're still having their engineers work on new product development and new technology development, so that when they do get caught up and the gun sales slow down a C hair, they're able to start releasing those new tech.
Yeah, bro.
We still haven't seen a slowdown in firearms purchases, even with the lack of ammo right now. Guns are still flying off the shelves.
Flying off the shelf. People almost don't care what they get at this point, bro. It's crazy.
I mean, shit, dude, you're in Philly, so like, I can't like. I know my parents are in Mass, and my parents were like, yeah, we need a gun," and I'm like, or my parents were like, "We want more guns," and I was like, okay, not a problem. We can get that sorted and turn them on to like a local vendor that we work with. But dude, my parents are like historically anti-gun, not anti-gun, but like they don't care.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
And same thing with like Philly. Justin was saying like it was popping off there, and his friends were like, "Yo, I need to get a gun," and like people
that before were like, "Why do you need that many guns?" Are now like, "Dude, you got a gun, I can buy ammo." And then they got a different respect for the process now of getting one too, like all that type of stuff. Like,
yeah, and then the delays are super long to get a gun. You can't just walk out with a gun anymore. It's like a 2 or 3 day delay.
Yeah, because everybody's calling in. They're doing a NICS check, and it's taking long as hell now, like super long. Like,
yeah, so it's harder to it's definitely harder to buy a gun than vote.
Yep.
So kind of talking about the hip hop industry, man. You were young when you got into that with the Diplomats. You showed me a video of you with Joel Santana.
Yep.
That's super cool. I grew up on Diplomats and Dipset, and that, you know, that was that. I liked like Wu-Tang was like really cool to me, but also the kids at school that were bullies also like all they did was talk about Wu-Tang all day, and I was always like, I was always looking like I like Wu-Tang, but like, yeah, it's back when they would be like, "Oh, you're a poser because you listen to Wu-Tang." It's like, no, I like Wu-Tang, but I listened to Diplomats because I was like, they were a little bit less mainstream than Wu-Tang, and I enjoyed it a little in a different way. And it was kind of like, fuck you, I listen to Diplomats, dude, you're a poser. So throwing it back.
Yeah, man.
But that's so like, funny.
Wu-Tang's like the OGs though, because I mean, my older cousin was listening to. I was a child. I didn't even understand. Like, I knew it was dope and stuff, but I wasn't like. By the time I like really had an understanding of Wu-Tang and like the greatness of, I was older, and you know, this before my time. So I grew up in like the Diplomats era and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So I got more of appreciation for that. So,
yeah, and you're younger too, man. You're significantly younger than I am. So seeing you like back when I was a little bit older, listening to Diplomats and seeing you in the background of a studio because you're writing beats, dude. That's funny.
That's funny. That's crazy.
It's
Yeah,
weird
man.
how paths cross, right? Like,
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Dude, like the point I always talk about this because a lot of people don't know like my stuff in the music industry and stuff. And I would be on tour in fucking Dubai somewhere or whatever, and I'm watching gun videos if I can get past the IP block, because you can't watch cool shit over there.
right, right.
Yeah, watching gun stuff and the security. I remember, I'll never forget Drake's security. He caught me watching some gun shit. He like, I always be seeing you watching something. He's like, dude, oh, what you know about that? And then, I start talking and they be blown away. Like, hold on, you know more than me. You know what I mean? I'm start telling them what they should be carrying, or you should have this and that. So I remember Future said one time, he's like, you looking at some more guns? He like, man, Nyce ready to go spend that check, Bob. Just spend his whole check on new guns, man. Like, it'd be crazy. Like, but yeah, man, it's just really a natural love. Like I grew up like my dad and his cousins and brothers and them were heavy into firearms. Like some of them was in the military, some of them were like police and stuff like that. But I've always been around firearms, so it's just like naturally growing up around them and watching the freaking my dad used to always have the Navy SEAL movie on with Charlie Sheen when I was younger. So I watched that a bunch of times and wanted the MP5 SD really bad, like growing up. So I don't know. It's just a natural love for the stuff, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man. Same here. Like, I didn't grow up around guns a lot. My neighbor had guns. He'd take me to the shooting range with me and my dad every once in a while. But like, there was my friend, the Doyles up the street. They were a military family, and I think every one of their kids ended up being military.
yeah.
And they grew up like building forts and stuff. And
Mhm.
I had like a cap gun collection. I remember I
Right,
was
me
like,
too, bro, me too, bro, me too. I had a little collection. Like, all right, cool, yeah,
but it
yep.
wasn't like your fucking like back in the day. Cumberland Farms used to sell cap guns. Like the
Mhm.
gas stations would sell cap guns and
Yeah, bro,
caps
they
and
were
shit
everywhere. You would see that.
everywhere.
You don't see that type of stuff no more.
Nah, so I remember, and then I would go to like yard sales with my dad. My dad would do some antique dealing on the side,
Yeah.
and I'd find some like older, really super well built cap guns, and then I'd start tracking down the caps that would fit those guns. And I remember there was like this really shitty fucking scope that I got at a yard sale as a kid, and the tarts were frozen, they didn't move, and I like electric taped them to this glass to a Daisy BB gun, air gun, and I would like make my own ghillie suits and shit.
Yeah.
I had like this like camouflage duct tape, and I'd be like 8 years old,
Yeah.
and with a Vietnam era, you know, army green top and bottom,
Mhm.
blouse and pant bottom, and I had a Navy SEAL, not Navy SEAL. I had um, like a Mac VSOG style fucking Vietnam jacket, over jacket,
Yeah.
and I would wear that all the time as a kid. And I would literally just take like camouflage duct tape and I'd go across the so
Use
across
it
the
for your
street
style.
from my parents' house was like these two houses shared like a middle field, right?
Yeah.
And the kids across the street when I was younger, they were kind of shitty,
Yeah.
and so I used to put like the little ghost bomb, little poppers in the road as like a booby trap, so cars would drive over and make a little snapping
Yeah.
sound, and I would go and crawl like army crawl with my little rider
Yeah.
in across into that field and crawl around and like tape grass to me.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the neighbors' kids, they like whacked their fucking street hockey ball into the bushes, and I was on next to the trail, and the kid ran down the trail, and he like ran over me, like actually like stepped on me and kept
Yeah.
running, and didn't even know I was there, and stepped on me, and I just kind of ate it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm such a dork. And then I got into like paintball.
Yeah.
We did a lot of paintball when I was a kid, and then airsoft, no eye protection, shooting each other in the face. So, but back when airsoft was like real cheap,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
shitty ones, bro.
The airsoft world is on another level right now. They got everything, bro. Like all the replicas and stuff. I wish I had that growing up. They got everything we got with airsoft version.
Oh yeah, dude, China's already ripping off my
Bro,
optic
China,
mounts and selling them to
bro.
the airsoft
I
community.
seen them. I seen them. Once I seen the Anvil Tricon version, I said, "Oh shit, that's how you know it's real. That's how you know you're successful." when China rips you off,
I
bro.
think it's like Red Hill Airsoft or Red Hill
No, bro.
Tactical Airsoft. They sell the knockoffs for like, fuck, they're selling them for like $35, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
like, nah, dude. Like, no.
Yeah,
Fuck Chicom shit. Fuck
yeah,
China.
man.
You know. But so you like MCXs, 300 Black's your go-to. What other guns do you have? You got some 5.5. What you got?
I got my MCX. Well, I got the 11.5 Virtus MCX, which is 5.56.
Yeah.
MCX Rattler, my Hellball clone, the 6.75 MCX, and then I got a Mark 18. I got like a Geisley. I would say kind of like their URGI, but it's not that real. It looks like it though. So like a Geisley build. I got a CZ Scorpion, which I need to bring out. Um, SIG P320, a Glock G45, and a Glock 19. That's really it. I sold like a lot of other stuff. I like to keep a certain collection. Then some stuff I just get rid of. I feel like I'm not using it like that. So really.
No interest in classic guns. No interest in anything old.
I like the MP5, bro.
Like, that's old. That's an antique.
That's a classic. Yeah, that's MP5. Like that. And then what's that? The Mac 11, or is it the Mac 10? Like you got the
Mac. I have a Mac 11.
SW9.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that stuff like that. But really, like my most on my list, the MP5 is like a classic. I want to get, but like a super cool one though. So
Dakota Tactical.
Yeah, man.
He just got like 71. He just got 71 receiver stamped receiver flats in for next year's build. So if you want one, dude, get on the list. Put the deposit down. You should.
I gotta get one. I always heard those are the best ones, especially after running yours. I'm like, bro, the fitment, everything is perfect on it.
Yeah, dude, I had like 25,000 rounds to that gun before I had to swap the extractor. The extractors on an MP5, for anyone that's listening, it's literally a copper wire that's like bent a couple ways, and those copper wires wear out. Mine didn't. I didn't have to replace it. They're only like 12 cents a piece, so I bought like 30 of them. Right. And I swapped it. 25,000 rounds, dude. And plus, it's a MP5s, 9mm. The barrels are good. The B&T barrels that they use, man, they're good for 150,000 rounds, probably more. More.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just running 124 grain, non-plus P, not hot stuff.
Yeah, you should be good.
They don't even get that hot. MP5s don't get that hot. So delayed blowback.
So quiet. The one you got with the Omega 9K, bro, it's so freaking quiet, bro. Like,
yeah. I'm excited though. I just got an APC9 Glock.
Oh, okay.
Glock mag APC9. I'm waiting for this pistol brace kit that I ordered from A3 Tactical, and I'll put the for them. Yeah, I'm trying to track down a Wolfman 3-lug adapter because I got like 3 other Wolfmen, and I think I own one. When I bought my Wolf SD originally, I bought a 3-lug adapter and I just threw it in a box somewhere. So I gotta see if I can dig it up, but I got a couple extra of those cans kicking around, and I was gonna do the Wolfman on it, but I do have the Omega 9K that I could also hot swap. I kind of like the Omega 9K.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Like if I was gonna get like a dedicated subgun can, since I already got a Wolfman, I would get a Omega 9K just to have something different. I like it, and it sounds great.
And it's no maintenance. Nothing loosens up. There's no end cap to worry about. That's the one night. That's probably the best can Silencer Co. has ever made. Is the Omega 9K. I'm not really a huge fan of their other cans, but that is like a solid welded steel, heavy duty, hard use, and volumetric can.
I've never heard nothing bad about the Omega 9K. Its track record been pretty good since, as far as I know, since I've heard about it. Be nice.
Yeah, so that's super tight. Anything on the watch list? Is there anything that you're looking to try to get, you want to get?
All right, so I want to get DTMVSs, bro, but I'm impatient with wait time. So
I waited 9 months.
So look, peep this. I'm gonna tell you some exclusive stuff. Acting Black is sending me a pair to check out, right? For free. Because they're trying to get a placement in the Drake video I'm doing.
Okay.
And Drake is supposed to do like this little night vision scene. So I had sent the treatment to Acting Black. I didn't even think they were going to bite. they hit me back immediately. I hit them from the my Forever Nice page or whatever, and now they're like really on my top. Like, we would love to work with you on more projects. So they're going to send me. I literally had like a conference call like this with them. They showed me the different models and stuff like that, and they're sending me like some white phosphor DTMVSs out. Not from Europe though. One of their distributors in Texas or whatever. So stuff like that. I really want to get them, but how? Like, I know you got them. How you like them so far?
I'll go get them right
Cool.
here, right here. So this does have Peltors on it. But I have the Anvis AB battery pack in the back
Yeah.
with the battery pack holder. You know, I'm not crazy about the TNVC battery pack holder. All right, you know, whatever. Got my Manta back there. This is on a Exfil Ballistic Team Wendy. I did buy the Executive Firearms adapter for the battery pack. So the battery pack was like $350 from Gooning Gear. 350, 360, I can't remember. I bought this battery pack adapter, which has the 90-degree plug on the dick on the front.
The dick adapter. The
but this is the second coming of the dick. That's what it's called.
Oh, for
yeah, it's the second coming. Man, they're so sexual. So dick's great, and you know this is it has like I'm pretty sure this battery pack has a lockout. It's like 1, 2 to get it to turn on. Oh, okay. It's like almost like a safety lockout on it. I'm sure because of this setup, the DTMVS setup, you can leave it plugged in, and if the DTMVSs are turned off and that's turned off, you shouldn't have any problems with it accidentally activating. But rule of thumb for a lot of people getting a night vision: unplug battery packs, remove batteries. Batteries gas. So if you are putting the batteries into the tube, batteries degas over time, and you don't want corrosion to get inside your tubes. So that's why you don't leave them. And then battery packs are sacrificial. But you know, if there was ever, I know this is the extreme, but if there's ever an EMP and it was hooked up to a battery, that battery bringing power to your night vision would fry your night vision. So a lot of people leave them disconnected for fear of that.
Bro.
What was that?
I said fried night vision's a bad joint.
So for the listeners, you won't be able to see this, but I'm showing off the DTMVSs with no corium multicam wrap. I'm running focus caps. That's PHOKUS. Rick knows why I run focus caps. Focus is my preferred sacrificial lens / it creates a secondary focal plane. DTMVSs, dude, are fucking nice, right? They're a little bit heavier. The battery pack and DTMVS setup is a little bit heavier than 31 alphas, but not a huge difference. The battery pack is heavier, but since the DTMVS is a little heavier, the Anvis battery pack is tight because it counterbalances it well. They're nice, dude. I haven't actually spent a ton of time under them. Since I got them, I've been running the 31 alphas because it's a lighter weight helmet setup and it's got the amps on it. But I will fuck around with this with the 300 black setup.
Yeah, bro. That's it, man. I can't wait. Well, next time we link, bro, we gotta do a Nyce segment, bro. Like a 31 DTMVS Nyce segment, bro. Them shits is fire. I love the rap.
And the other reason why I like these is they have ocular side zoom. So they have a focus knob on the front, just like all night vision, but the 31 alphas have a tube side, sensor side focus. They don't have an ocular side focus. For 31 alphas, you can get like rear inserts to match your eyesight if you have, you know, prescription.
Shit. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get those. But the nice thing about the DTMVS is more robust articulation, more robust housing, and they have the ocular side adjustment for focus. And there's Licentia Arms. Tyler's a good dude too to get night vision from. He wants me to swap out these ocular side knobs for. There's an aluminum version that's lighter weight, so you can get them almost identical weight to a 31 alphas, and these cost me $6,000 less than my 31s.
Yes, that's another reason I want them, bro. Like
$6,000 less, bro.
That's
And
almost another set of nods, bro. Like on the low end.
well, I guess we'll call it 5,000 less because this is ridiculous, and everyone's gonna blow their fucking minds out because of it. Is this little 90-degree turn dick with the aluminum battery sleeve in there?
Yeah,
$410 fucking dollars. Like, I know that it costs money to get certain connectors and stuff built in the US, so it's, you know, but holy $410 for like half this shit. I could 80% of this build I could just spec out and have made at a local machine shop, and then find someone source of the connectors for the 90 and stuff. It's super expensive, but since he's the only one doing it, he can charge the money. And I did talk to Joe over at Gooning Gear. I guess the margin after getting these connectors and stuff is like super proprietary, low number shit. From what I was told is that his margin is really tight on these. So there is a reason why they are as expensive as they are.
They are, yeah.
But yeah, dude, these are 22 UA 2600 plus.
I already know you got that. I already know you got the big boy farm in there. I already know.
Big boy farm. So you know, color cut clarity, right?
Yep. Yeah, man. Don't focus caps is like a must have for nods, bro. Like,
those are expensive too.
Yeah, they're like what, 120 a piece or something like that.
Yeah, 120 a piece. So expensive, but the DTMVS do not have a manual gain knob. So it's a fixed right gain all the time. Having the focus one caps create, you know, an iris effect. They shrink the amount of light that comes in, which creates a secondary focal plane. So for people listening that have no experience with nods, with night vision, when you go and you get your nods for the first time, you're supposed to go out on a pretty good loom night, look at the stars. And you do your far side focus, you get those dialed in, and then you start tweaking the ocular side focus to get the stars. And I usually do one eye at a time, get this super crispy, shut my other eye, do that. And then at least with like the 31 alphas, you know, I'll just adjust them ever so slightly so I don't feel like my eyes are straining. Now the DTMVSs are a little bit more sensitive. When you do focus one eye and then the other, and you do ocular side focus, I was finding some strain. I could feel my eye straining. So I basically keep giving little minute tweaks to the focus, even if it blooms a tiny bit. You know, it just get rid of that eye strain, because playing in night vision, under night vision a lot is actually not great for your fucking eyes.
I kind of always imagined that. I mean, you know, you got way more nod hours, I mean, to me, so you can really know. So that's cool. I'm on IG Live, by the way, too. That's cool. While we do the podcast.
Yeah, sure, dude.
All right, cool. Yeah, everybody. Y'all see my boy, the man himself.
Yeah, so we like shooting under nods. You gotta come out on a hog hunt.
I know, bro. I can't fucking wait. You let me know. Give me the dates.
Yeah, I'm going to my buddy Steve's place. So I'm going to my buddy Steve's place. He is co-owner of Texan Ammo. And we are going down to his ranch to kill some pigs. We did the warm and fuzzy shoot. Down in Texas.
Oh, the dope shoot.
That shoot was super tight.
Yeah.
And then it was like awesome, right?
Yep. It looked a fucking fire.
Sorry, I'm just.
Oh, good, man.
So it was really fun, but the night vision side of it was a little tough because there was so many people.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a lot of people down there, bro, for that one.
Yeah,
everybody had nods though, right?
Yeah, cool. Most people had nods or borrowed nods. So most people, I mean, you're looking at, we had to break it down into a lot of groups because if no one's ever hog hunted, you want 1 or 2 shooters for 10 pigs. Nice quiet stalk, get real close, and then you do like a conal fatal funnel. You basically start, right shooter shoots the farthest right pig, left shooter shoots farthest left pig, 3, 2, 1 countdown, drop those pigs, and then work your way in as they run towards where you drop the first 2. So you're already, your sights are already lined up on the furthest point, the furthest pigs. So the second you shoot, they usually don't run away from you. They usually run right to left in most cases, because you position yourselves broadside to the herd. And so they usually scatter left or right. You know, you get some runners away, obviously. Those are easy to plop because they're running away from you. But you go wide, and then you go bang, 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 work in. And then by that time, you're working in like a 15-degree left to right space. And then the middle pigs that are moving outward are now in your line of fire. So the least amount of movement, and then you separate yourselves by a few, 6 or 7 feet so that you don't muzzle strike each other. And you never work too far into the quadrant that the other shooter's working, because you don't want to muzzle strike. And muzzle strike is shooting someone else's fucking suppressor. So pig hunting, you can be really effective. 2 people can clear, 10, 20 pigs in a herd, no problem. When you have 25 people on 5 pigs, it gets a little clusterfucky. And it's no big deal. It was a rad experience, so much fun. But it's one of those events that it is more for like the hard hangs, interacting, the diplomats type shit, where you're rolling down the highway with a pickup truck full of armed to the fucking teeth dudes with tubes, pulling into a gas station to get fuel with fucking 8 dudes with nods in the back of a pickup truck bed. It's just cool, right?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's just still fucking cool. And it's cool rolling down a dusty highway at night, blacked out, no headlights on, rocking tubes.
The vibes.
So it's those type of trips are for the vibes. You're not doing it to drop million fucking pigs, and hunting pigs isn't hunting, and it's you're driving around in vehicles with thermals quietly. And then you unload to ambush. It's pretty much just ambushing. It's not even hunting. But it's cool. It's cool because it's cool to see everyone's kit, how they run gear. Definitely the most successful shooters on pig hunts are people running thermals.
I know, I always heard that. I heard the thermal is like a game changer for pig hunting.
Especially if it's low loom, dude. A lot of the pigs, if you ever see the pigs that are like light brown with black spots, those are impossible to see under night vision.
Oh, damn.
No joke. Impossible. Because they're not a black-bodied organism. When we talk about light, we talk about black bodies. Black bodies absorb light, right? So you have a pig with thick black fur, or thin, thick black fur. That was an oxymoron. Anyway, black fur, easier to see under thermals, because the black hair is wirier. It's not as fuzzy. So under thermals, you can see the pigs really, really well. Dude, those lighter brown pigs with black spots are almost, dude, under thermal, they're hard to see. Like their hair is of a certain density that it actually blocks emitting heat. So you kill more black pigs and you don't black and brown pigs, and you're not killing enough of these tan black spotted ones. And after a couple generations, there's entire litters of pigs that are, brown and black spotted. So you're almost forcing evolution to have certain traits because you're culling one appearance of pig and not the other. So I mean, I can't imagine hunting pigs under illuminators and lasers all the time. Like, dude, it's hard to see them. You can under tubes, you're like, oh, I can see a herd over there. Yeah. You got to get close with nods to be like, oh, that's not a fucking cow laying down. That's a pig. So thermal's important. Thermal's really important.
What was your go-to like hog slayer weapon? What's your go-to?
Mine in my repertoire is CZ Bren 2 7.62 by 39 9-inch machine gun. I don't run the machine gun portion of it ever.
Yeah.
Maybe dead checks to be an
Yeah.
asshole, but yeah, run that on semi, and I use dead air PBS1 can because the factory machine gun, European factory machine gun, is a 14x1 left hand, and it's an elongated thread. So I bottom out the dead air can onto its adapter face, and then I back the locking nut into it, and it's a pretty sturdy setup.
It's good to go. Yeah, that's a hell of a setup for some hog slaying for sure.
Yeah, and then I run the Pulsar Thermion XP50 30 millimeter tubed thermal.
Yeah,
and that thing is awesome. And I don't think I ever showed you when you were here, but
I haven't seen it yet.
So zeroing a thermal, dude, zeroing a thermal will blow your fucking mind. It has a freeze function. So I put that on my Crux Ordnance Picatinny ball mounted tripod, my 42 millimeter tripod, my competition tripod, and legitimately sit that thing on top, lock it down on a target. I put hot feet, like the little packets that you shake to keep your toes warm. I stick them to a paper target, and that's my like dead center bullseye.
Yeah.
Shoot the target, and you can see a ring, a hot little ring where the bullet passed through the paper. Now, this doesn't work when it's really cold out. It's more like spring, summer ambient. For that hog hunt, for my thermal, I zeroed on steel targets and then used a spotting scope, and I could still see a little remnants of the heat from the bullet hitting the steel. So I was like, okay. And so I was getting like 2 or 3 inch groups at 50 yards, which is fine.
That's good.
But when you're really trying to dial in the gun, you shoot paper. And on the gun, you basically bang your shot, and you aim at the center of the hot feet. Bang your shot. You see the shot go through paper, left, right, up, whatever. Then you put your reticle back on the center of that hot feet, and then you hit the freeze frame button, and it freezes the screen. Then you can move your X and Y. So you move your 0, X, Y, down to your hole, get it lined up perfectly on the hole that perforated on the paper, and you can see the hole because it's still hot.
Yeah.
And you hit unfreeze. Your gun zeroed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a 2-shot zero if you're on paper.
You know who would enjoy that? Nat Turner. He loves that type of shit.
Nat Turner, dude.
Nat Turner would love that for sure.
I miss him.
That sounds dope though, bro. Super. Man. Yeah, I gotta get out. One of these days we gotta get out and do a Diplomats hog hunt, man.
Yeah, we can. I'm sure my buddy Steve at Texas Ammo will have to do a couple of them this year. Because he's got a cool ass ranch. I think he's got like 18 bedrooms at his ranch. Bro. We can go out there and shoot and do some cool ass shit. Yeah.
Shit, bro.
So what projects you got coming out? Anything cool? Anything you talk about?
Yeah, shit. All right, so as far as like in the 2A world, obviously I'm doing when we're not doing Diplomats with ANR, working with GBRS right now, heavy. Gonna be doing a lot of their content, merchandise shit, stuff like that. I might be working with this other guy named Wolf 40 from Forward Observations.
Yep, I know Wolf 40.
Yeah, I've seen him. He posted your brand. He posted your brand, bro, when he was at the hog hunt with you.
Yeah, I know. He didn't tag me. It's all right.
I told him, I'm like, yo, that's my boy Alex Brand. He just liked it. He just liked the comment. But yeah, really, it's other companies inquiring. Like I might be shooting some stuff for like some armor companies and stuff, once we figure out like the budget and all that. And maybe I got some stuff with a night vision company. I can't really say the name right now because it's not confirmed yet, but I might be shooting some stuff with them. And as far as music video world, different stuff, like some popular artist named like Roddy Ricch. I'm working with him right now, and just promo for Apple Music. And then I'm still doing, like I said, I'm working on a project with Drake right now as well, just waiting for everything to get confirmed.
That's
now
awesome.
For the Drake project, that's going to be cool because we're going to be doing like not tactical stuff, but it's going to be some night vision scenes in there. So trying to figure that out. What we're gonna run with for that. That'd be cool. What I did learn is so like I like the Auroras, right? The Psyonix Aurora. They sent me their Crow, the Keeper or whatever, and it's cool, but that PVS 14 filming through the phone just looks cool as shit, bro. To be able to have that white phosphor look, it looks cooler. Like period.
Well, we actually got an adapter for
Yeah.
our Luminix.
Oh damn, yeah, that's hard. I seen the
So
camera adapters, but I wasn't sure how it worked.
that one, so I do have the iPhone adapter, which shoots pretty good, but
Yeah,
so like the when you shake the stabilizer in it makes it kind of weird.
yeah,
We hooked
okay.
that up to the Luminix on a Ronin.
Oh, that's sneaky. That's a
And
good. That's
then
kind
it's
of
got a
cool.
foot that comes out the front, aluminum foot
Yeah,
that rests against it, so it's not put all that load on the lens.
yeah.
That's a pretty tight setup.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta check that out. That sounds dope. The point that you're able to put it on a Ronin is pretty fucking cool. But that's fire. But yeah, bro, that's really where I'm at with it right now. I'm supposed to shoot the high end Q commercial for my stickers I'm dropping. I gotta send you some of those over as well too. I'll send them with the patch. And I got some anime high end Q stuff I'm doing. I gotta send you those ideas too. Let me know what you think. We still gotta drop our Diplomats collab. That's gonna be hard. Maybe we can get it out this summer. I
Yeah,
was just
absolutely.
I was just waiting for at the time when we first spoke about it, I was just waiting for like high end Q to catch more like traffic. Now it's like people know what's up a little bit, so it's cool. It's cool, man. I definitely would love to do it. But yeah, man,
Awesome.
that's really it. But I don't know. What's your favorite? What's your favorite bag gun? What's your bag gun setup these days? Like, what you like carry? Like, outside of your pistol, I know you always got the cool pistol and knives. What's your rifle
I
bag gun?
haven't carried a bag gun in a while.
Yeah,
Uh, I literally just throw a rifle in the back seat of my truck
yeah,
all the time. That B&T APC-9 I'm gonna fuck with for
yeah,
sure because it's such a compact unit. It's about the size of a Rattler.
yeah,
Um, Pros, don't know yet, haven't shot it. Cons, it's fucking heavy.
yeah. Okay,
My bag gun usually is either an MP5 or a Rattler for
yeah,
sure. Those are
yeah.
my go-to, but that's why I kind of want the APC-9 because love my Rattler a lot, but it is a heavy little bastard,
Mhm.
and it is a rifle.
Yeah.
It's actually an SBR, and my MP5 is actually a machine gun. And not that I don't mind using those as bag guns, I also don't want to use them.
Exactly. People don't understand that because if need be, if the situation arises, I just don't want to have to wait to get my really nice shit back that I like. That's why I carry like usually I keep a little 10.5 with a folder or my Scorpion. Cause shit like that, if the situation arises, I mean I could buy another one or just wait for that. I wouldn't be stressed out over that. But my SBRs and all that cool shit, I don't really want to have those as my dedicated like
Right.
stop a bad guy gun right now. I mean, I wouldn't fucking mind, but it's just the point afterwards of waiting to get it back and all that stuff. So
Yep,
yeah,
that's how I feel. That's kind of why I want the APC-9 because I'm like, man, I want a pistol again.
yeah,
And there's so many brace options for the APC-9 now that you can stabilize it in other ways
yep,
uh, that are good
yeah.
and smart. That A3 tactical one that I got is all aluminum, even
No,
down
them
to the
some nice,
stabilization part.
yeah,
So
bro. They make some nice, really, really nice braces. Like that's
yeah,
the way to go.
I
That's
did
the way.
have a suggestion for them
Mhm.
when I was picking it out. When you select the different drop down options, the picture doesn't
Mhm.
change, and then the
Oh,
pictures aren't really labeled with what
yeah.
you're selecting.
Hidden, yeah.
So I selected like the wrong
Mhm.
jog
Oh,
the
okay,
brace
okay.
side, and I sent an email, like I sent the contact form, being like, I'm not sure if this is the one pictured on the first picture. I just want whatever the first picture is.
Right.
They emailed me, they were super nice. They were like, nope, that's not what you selected, but we'll change
Yeah.
it to that. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So they were cool about that. No chart, no change in charge. But yeah, I'm excited. It looks
Yeah, man.
cool.
I can't wait to see it.
I don't know.
I
Are
can't.
those? I don't know anything about it. Are they adjustable gas? Probably not.
I don't know. I think it's just ready to go pretty much. I know it's got that good Swiss engineering on it, so enjoy that. You said you're gonna go Omega 9K or Wolfman on there, right?
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
probably have the Omega 9K on
Yeah,
it to start until I can
yeah,
find what I need for my Wolfman. I might run a Wolfman though. Like Wolfman's
yeah,
fucking definitely
yeah,
quieter.
definitely. I got it right here. Okay. So yeah, man, that's the go-to for sure. I mean, you got a few Wolfman, so
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
so I like it. And that you're only running one of the two parts to your Wolfman, right?
yeah. I put the longer part on there if I want to be like super quiet because when you put the long mode, it is super quiet though.
Yeah.
Like, did you mess with the wipes yet on there? The
Oh
wipes that go on the end cap, the little
no.
wipes, bro. Quiet is shit, bro. Like super quiet. Like you put the wipes in the end cap in like L configuration with some subs, it's stupid. Like stupid quiet. So that's why.
So I love wipes.
Mhm.
Wipes have always been my favorite. I have a wipe can for my Mac 11, but um how easy so wipes are considered an NFA part.
That's
When
crazy.
that wipe wears out, can you just buy another one from Dead
Yeah,
Air?
yeah, it comes with a bunch of them. It came with a few. I brought a shit. I brought 50 of them from the hardware store.
50 wipes?
Yeah, like the hardware, like the way it did, Air got it. It got it so you could just go to the hardware store and get them.
Okay, so that's cool. They used a universal component that can be used as a wipe. All right,
Right. Yeah.
that's what's
The
up.
gun's clear, but I don't know if you can really see the little wipe in there.
Oh, it's a little, all it is what, a rubber bushing?
Yeah, bro. I got maybe 50 or 60 of them, and it got the special little end cap and it holds it in there, and it's good for maybe 30 shots or a little more. And
Okay,
it works really
so
good.
that's cool. So it's a rubber washer that you can
Hmm.
buy at the hardware store, and they created an end cap system that can sandwich that washer,
Yes.
and then it creates a tighter concentricity so the bullet actually squeezes through the rubber
Yes.
and it keeps more gases in the can
Yep.
rather than having an air gap.
Yep.
So wipes are pretty tight. I have one of the wipe cans from the little baby can. It's like three
Yeah.
inches long from
Mhm.
Gemtech.
Yeah.
That's actually fairly fucking quiet. The
It
only
is. That's
yeah,
crazy.
the only problem about it, it's a little assassin can. The only problem about it is it's only good for like a couple hundred shots,
Yeah.
and then the way they designed it, the diameter where the adapter fits onto your gun,
Hmm.
as the gun pistol recoils back, the if it's I think it's Glocks, it works for Glocks really well. If it's not a fucking Glock, the recoil spring that sticks out, the recoil assembly rod,
Yeah.
fucking smashes into it and fucks the aluminum neck up.
Damn. Oh, that's
Huge, huge fuck up on
yeah,
Gemtech's part.
that's fucked up, bro.
I think it's called the Aurora, the little
Damn.
can.
The more you know. I know that is what it's called. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's definitely called the Aurora. That's
Yeah.
crazy. So yeah, bro,
So
you got to test out them wipes in your Wolfman. Shit is different.
it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And that's on a 300 black gun. I bet that works
Yeah.
even better on 9 mil.
Oh, bro, I did it with 9 on my squirt. I only shot my squirt with the Wolfman maybe once. Fucking amazing. Out my mom's back door when I was visiting her. Nobody even heard
Damn, bro.
it.
You're not supposed to say that out loud.
It's all right. We was on private property, man. It's cool.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I know.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. So yeah, what you grab any new cans lately? I know you got the Rex can.
Uh,
Um,
Rex cans. I
you got
baffle
all
struck.
the cans already.
Yo,
You got
that Rex can on that Noveski blew up.
oh shit! I just seen something on with the Rex can on 11.5. We got a crazy baffle strike.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
what on someone posted about it?
yeah. Someone posted about it, but it was on a machine gun.
So
11.5.
mine was on 11.5 gun
Mm-hmm.
and was on the Noveski. Actually, it was 10.5
Yeah.
and it was ammo related.
Okay.
100% ammo related. So I was at Tony Cowden's class last week shooting, and it's probably 200 rounds in the class. Now you know that Noveski I've had in that configuration for
Yeah. Wow.
A while.
Wow, bro.
Probably 3,500, 4,000 rounds through that gun with that can.
Yeah.
And I'm shooting it. Bang bang groups are great. Hoverboard's great. Fucking alphas all day on his drills. And then I start shooting fucking 8 inches high. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah.
Why is it shooting 8 inches high? And then, so he calls course of fire.
Mm-hmm.
He calls ceasefire. Talkie time for Tony.
Yeah.
And I walk over to my fucking target, and the last 10 shots were keyholed at fucking 10 yards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh boy, look at my can. And there's a little tiny 1mm fucking end cap strike. And I'm like, huh. If it's keyhole on every shot, there's some laid over baffles in the inside. So the pressure is not being distributed equally. So it's destabilizing the bullet. And yeah, 5.56 is not a stable round. It's ass heavy. It's a short, fat bastard for what it is. It'll tumble the second it gets a chance. So that's what was happening, destabilizing instantly. So I knew I had fucked up baffles. The only problem with the Rex Silentium cans is the fucking wrench flats are the size of the can. So you need a crescent wrench that's fucking gigantic.
Yeah.
Also, their direct thread system, the shoulder on it's really short.
Yeah. I remember you had to boost it on your Noveski, right? You had to put like spacers behind it.
I had to put some really flat, clean shims, the machined ones, the thin ones. I just had to move it 2 millimeters. So I still had like 12 threads of engagement. It was perfect. So there's no concentricity issues. I put a rod down it. It was fine. It was fine for 4 to 5,000 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
So everything was tight, right? And I look down, pull it up, look down, still looks concentric. I see a baffle laid over. I was like, okay, there's a fucked up baffle in there. Mm-hmm. But that, obviously was from the baffle strike, not from concentricity issues. So, yeah, Renaissance Arms is right up the street. They put on the Tony Cowden class, went up there, got a wrench on it, pulled the can off. Yeah. Couldn't get the barrel side end cap off for the threaded the adapter for direct thread. That's my only qualm with those cans is that the shoulder's so small on those. You have to put them in a flat vise. And I put that in a flat vise, couldn't get the fucking end cap off. So I probably needed to superheat it with a blowtorch, then try to get it off. But the problem is it's a steel cap into steel, and steel expands together. So even if you heat it up, there's no guarantee you're going to get it off. Put it in a vise at my shop, tried to get the end cap off, but it's like a walled wrench flats. So it's like a cup, like a little petri dish and the dish side is facing your barrel. I wish it was solid. I really wish it was solid. Even though it add weight, being solid, like I bent it. I bent the fucking walls in trying to get it off. So I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm just sending the can back to them for warranty repair. It already needs to get repaired anyway. Fuck it. They're cool. I'll just hit them up like, hey, I need to return a can. So fired the can off. So I talked to them and I was like, well, and another reason why I wish that threaded end was solid is I had to use a couple shims to get it away from the Noveski rail. Otherwise, it was crashing into the rail.
Yeah.
If it was a solid, threaded adapter, it would hit the barrel and be fine, So I did have to stand it off a little bit. Because the barrel shoulder was in that cap like that rather than like that. So anyway, that's that. Baffle struck, but no big deal. It was ammo related, so I don't think I'm gonna have any issues getting the warranty repair done.
Oh yeah, no, you should be good. I mean, it ain't like you gotta wait months and stuff anyway, like us regular folks for suppressors. You flush SOT flush, get cans in a couple of days, super cool. Legendary. Yeah.
And dude, those Rex cans are cheap, dude. They're fucking cheap. I mean, I bought.
I remember me and you discussed the price with me about it before because I was gonna get one through you.
I think they're like dealer costs like $278 a can or something like that.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
So pros and cons. Pros. Fucking volumetric can. K-can, lightweight, under 12 ounces. Sound suppression's decent. No fire comes out the end, so it's not disrupting you under night vision. It's not, giving away a flame signature under night vision. But 3 mags through that gun, dude, and that thing is glowing like the moon.
Yeah, that's so you got your pros and you got your cons. That's cool. What so all right, out of all your shit, bro, because I used to always just look at your page, look at posts. What's your go-to setup? And you could take one setup, whether it's suppressor, rifle, what would be like your go-to? Like that's what I always be trying to figure out. Because you got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's probably hard for you to figure out like what's something you would just go to. Like
my go-to rifle setup, if I had to pick one gun, they're like you can only have one. You have unlimited ammo.
Yeah,
but you can pick, ammo. But you could pick one gun.
One gun.
It'd be my MCX machine gun. My LVAW MCX machine gun.
Bro, that shit's a dream, bro. I love shit, bro. That shit shoots so smooth. It's fast. It shoots really, really fast though. Like,
and clean.
Yeah, bro. So smooth. It got the SIG can on it. Yeah, that's a good one. Unlimited ammo. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Barrel.
I finally picked up that 4T, man, that you got been telling me about. The shit is all that. I like it a lot. The Romeo 4T, that shit's dope. I like it over my aim point for sure.
Yeah, we got the Ukons coming out for that. I think in a couple weeks.
I have to grab one.
Yeah, dude. We just did our. We just dropped the Acros, and I'm putting the mailbox on the B&T.
Oh, that's gonna be slick though.
Yeah.
The mailbox look good on like small PDW sub guns, bro. It looks dope.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I don't know. I might take off. I might take off the rails off the B&T. You make it a slimline gun.
Okay.
Like a bag gun. I'm not gonna put a light on it.
Yeah.
I might put a light on it.
I mean, you can put one of your little mod lights with the little mod button. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I could do that.
We'll figure it out.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll just put like a Surefire X300 on top.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
And just toggle it with your thumb. Because a lot of people, no offense with your fucking Rattler there.
Yeah.
But the Rattler was supposed to be a glove compartment gun. Yeah, no bells and whistles, glove compartment, optic, bang, bang, get the job done. If you need to put a can on, put a can on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man.
There's a purpose to it. So you talk to anyone that originally designed the Rattler and they're like, not supposed to be suppressed all the time.
I know. Adam had a long talk about that with me too.
Sure he did when he had to fucking clean your gun.
Yep. Y'all heard it first. I mean, my Rattler was serviced by Adam Agri himself. I mean, y'all heard it.
The man, myth, the legend.
Yep.
And he texted me and was like, yo, your boy doesn't fucking clean his guns. And I was like, you're not wrong. I've seen that gun. It's never been clean.
It's covered in carbon. Like, yeah. So, living
on. Yeah. I mean, are you lubricating your guns as well often?
Yeah. I'm clean. My guns are a lot cleaner and stuff these days now,
A lot cleaner these days.
Yeah, these days, So that's really it. That's
sure. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yo, what was that rig you was running that warm and fuzzy? You had like a chest rig on.
That was a Velocity Systems chest rig.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And then I had the triple feed DKM, I think is the name of their DSM. Okay. The triple feed DSM with the horizontal mag pouch. Pretty cool. I mean, that little mag pouch, because I only was doing like one reload on the helicopter. Yeah. So that DSM was a little bit easier to load and unload from on the helicopter, because it's just like a tack reload, like grab mag, grab that, tack, and then feed it back in real quick, and you don't have to dig around to try to find it. So that DSM's cool. We're probably going to start selling them on the website. I enjoyed it, man, and it fit the CZ Bren 2 762x39 mags, and it fits the 5.56 ones equivalent.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, because it's not like a real AK, it's a straight feed 760x39. But yeah, that's how I had it configured. Yeah, I'm really excited. We actually are coming out with something for plate carrier chest rigs soon.
Fire.
An ANR design accessory.
I was waiting for you to start getting in the nylon world a little
No,
bit.
but we're not. This is still Kydex,
Still?
man.
Okay.
It's an
Cool.
accessory that can be added to any existing chest rigs.
Oh shit.
It's a Kydex accessory. It's gonna be tight. We're doing a couple different versions of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got. This one's actually stemming from a military project that we're working on
Right.
with another company, but it's something that we can pursue throughout. You know, something that we can resell to other that will fit other setups. So
That's like the way too, because you to be able to add on to other setups that are already out there. That's cool. That's a
yeah,
cool
so we're
design.
designing it in a way that the confines of the accessory will fit other chest rigs. Maybe not Spiritus. Spiritus is a special little creature.
I know. You know they gotta have their little the way they do stuff.
Everything's tight. Like
Yeah.
everything's really fucking tight in the Spiritus rigs. I do like the Haley's a little bit better because of
The micro rig.
the micro D3 is a little bit more flexible. It has a little bit looser tolerances in the pocket, so you can squeeze a little bit more in there. They're a little bit easier to reload mags into.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Definitely re-indexing mags is easier.
And I'm happy that Spiritus did change their recipe pattern for Velcro placement.
Oh yeah, bro.
Originally, I'd buy like one of their their inserts because they were like the only people for a long time that had magazine inserts available, while everyone else didn't. So I bought a bunch of those, but realized it was mapped to a different Velcro setup, and you couldn't reverse them.
Yeah.
So I had Edgar Sherman fucking reverse before I had my sewing machine reverse all the Velcro on it for me, to fit some other fucking setup. And then I buy a fucking Microflight and I'm like, oh great, my fucking inserts don't work for this because I swapped all the fucking Velcro out. So I gotta go back, so I bought like a Haley two pouch 556 and put it in the Microflight, and then left. It has enough room to put like a radio.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we just get done. I just had Alex A Gaines on here before you, and we were talking radios, and we're like, oh my god, so many people take pictures of their chest rigs laying on the ground with a radio sticking out of it, but they've never even turned it on or tried to use it, And so we talked about you and Nat Turner, convoying on the highway and always pinging each other.
We use our radios for real, man.
Yeah, but for real, but we were talking about how cool it is when you are doing like a little convoy, even if it was like family, right? Your mom and dad are in a car behind you and your old lady or whatever. It's one of those things where it's like it's so much more convenient to be like, we're gonna hit this gas station real quick. Turn off, instead of trying to pick up the phone or text while driving.
Yep. Yeah,
it's immediate feedback with radios. So we were just talking about how it's I use you and Nat as an example. When we're with them, dude, they're always running fucking radios. Our fucking Slim dude just where the fuck does Slim hide his radio? We're sitting there.
Yo, Slim, I don't know where he put his radio at, bro. He got a little chest rig now, so he put it in there, but shit, matter of fact, you got one of your cool radios in the back. That's what I was looking at next to upgrade from my Fang game.
Oh yeah, the Nyce, dude.
How you like that though? You had it for like a year now, right?
No, not that long. Maybe, I don't know. I bought it a while.
Yeah.
No, I bought it I think in June. No, it's cool, but I mean, I just got it programmed. We're talking about people that buy a fuck ton of radios. We're talking about Brett having 10. Brett sent probably 80 radios to Alex to program. And then he sent them back, organized them into a charging bank, and then they go live in a box for the next 5 years. So yeah, we were talking about radios, how important radios are in communication, and FCC is cracking down on more rules soon, and there's things you can do legally with radios and FRS and MURS, MERS, and so
that's the other side. I got to learn like a lot of that stuff. I just know like setting up the frequency and we be on the same channel and just using all that shit. A Games did program like 4 of my radios for me though, so that was cool.
Yeah, Alex is a super nice dude. Met him for the first time in person in Texas at the Warm and Fuzzy Hog Hunt. It was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
One of the kindest people I've met on one of these trips. So
Yeah.
I appreciate him. We share the same name, so obviously we fell in love, and it was great, man. It was absolutely great. But yeah, the FT3, like I honestly, dude, I've had it programmed for a few weeks now, and I have yet to like even dig into it a little bit more. Just haven't had time,
Yeah.
We're all dorks at the end of the day, so I'm either busy watching some stupid fucking TV show or playing video games or whatever.
I'll be on your Twitch when you be live streaming your game, your Call of Duty and all that.
Yeah, I'm thinking of changing it up a little bit too, though. I had a little bit of inspiration from Paul Van Dunk. He's been on Twitch for a few years now. He completely got rid of all of his social media platforms and went straight to Twitch. He does his is called the Pace Performance. He's Pace Performance on Twitch.
Yeah.
But what he does is it's pretty cool. Paul will play a YouTube video, let's say like AK Operators Union or something like that, talking about AKs and barrels and gas blocks or whatever. Just this is an example.
Yeah.
And then Paul has an overwhelming amount of information about guns. So, and features and accessories and gas systems, bullet theory and all that. And Paul does a really cool thing. He literally does what all the gamers are doing on Twitch, but fucking analyzes these YouTube videos and gives minutia level information about whatever the topic is. So I tuned into one last week where he was talking to that guy that got the striker through the eyeball.
Oh shit! Yeah,
he was reviewing, like, people were asking why. So he kind of talked about it. He's like, okay, well, it's a Gearson Turkish pistol, so it's already like made of pot metal. And then he went all the way in depths of, he could have been using reloads, a double charge on a striker gun with a plastic back plate, just blows it to pieces into your face. Yeah. How important eye protection is. But he goes down to like the ifs and whats about like what happened, why. Gas systems, understanding gas systems and what different gas systems are. I think it's a really cool platform. And the Twitch community is really cool. Everyone's like eager to learn, eager to listen. So he's got like 15,000 followers on Twitch, and that's a lot, And I think he's a Twitch partner. So I mean, it's awesome. It's an awesome piece of, and there's no trolls on it. There's no shitty fucking YouTube commenters being like, who's this fat tattooed piece of shit reviewing this gun? Larry Vickers should have reviewed this gun. Like, dude, no one cares. Fuck off. It's YouTube. But I think it's cool. I think he abandoned all the shitty social media platforms and offered a really cool educational system on Twitch. So Pace Performance on Twitch, dude, you would enjoy it thoroughly.
Yeah.
And he does play games from time to time. So, I'm thinking about doing not what he does, obviously, but like I want to learn radios. So I'm thinking of using Twitch to also not just game on, but like if I'm hopping on my radio, I want to learn how to use my FT3DR. Maybe I'll like do what I'm doing here, watch a YouTube video through the audio through my streaming PC, and then like fuck around with my radio on camera, and that'll actually give me a chance to like still interact with people, but still get some shit done too,
Oh yeah, bro.
I think I'm gonna start doing that.
That sounds like a lot. Fuck, man. Shit, camera wise, you been messing with any of that camera gear you got? You got all the shit now?
Well, I mean, camera dude is working on camera stuff. We got the Black Magic, we got a Sony Alpha, we got a Luminix for like stills and shooting night vision. A couple drones now. Yeah, it's good, dude. I mean, the 6K. I think the one thing that Jorge's working on is running and gunning.
Yeah.
Without a gimbal.
Yeah. Because sometimes a gimbal could just slow a moment down. Sometimes I feel like you're trying to set it up. You already know. I'm pretty sure you're experienced.
Oh yeah, like 1R1s and snaps and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
when the gimbal slowly tracks it and then
yeah.
misses something.
Yeah, missing something and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's a time and place for everything, but like hunting in the woods, it's
Oh, it's
great
perfect. Yeah,
because you
perfect for
get
that.
those cinematic wide angle shots,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Smoothness, you get all that. Like the
yeah, you get like
tracking.
the serenity of the forest. But then you want to do some running gun, you get the shaking of the camera, and you get the
Yeah,
running gun. He's doing a
yeah,
lot of drone footage. Funny because we posted a couple of YouTube videos of drone footage, and people are
yeah.
like, man, that's a ballsy cameraman. You just shot right at him. It's like, you don't realize that we're blasting music so you can't hear
Right,
the fucking beat of the
right,
drone.
right.
Like, clearly, this is
Yeah. Super impressive,
this is a drone. You don't see the leaves blowing around.
yeah, some people don't have no idea about the camera tech and how shit gets done. Some people still lost, bro. Should be wild.
No, and
Should
he's
be wild.
ballsy with that drone, bro. He's throwing that drone like
Yeah,
he's hovering that fucking drone. He was flying his race drone the other day while I was shooting at it, at it. I mean, I'm talking like 2 inches above my course of fire.
yeah.
Like, there was one point where like I stopped because he flew a
Yeah,
little too low. I would have shot his fucking drone.
yeah,
But obviously, you shoot and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Are you doing so? How often are you shooting?
Not as often right now. I'm actually trying to get out maybe Sunday and go shoot for a little bit. I'll be wanting to shoot. It's just now when I shoot, I got like man, I gotta film it or something, make it count because obviously ammo's fucked up. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's really it. But me and Sean or maybe the crew, Slim or somebody, we might go out Sunday and shoot. But
cool.
I don't be shooting like that as often as I used to, bro. Because even if I got ammo, some of the homies might not have like enough ammo they want to touch. Like I ain't gonna lie, I got a shitload of ammo that I already had before this shit went crazy. So I can go shoot like on a regular. It's just getting the rest of the homies out to come shoot and stuff like that, or do some content. It came to that point now. I do kind of miss the days where I can just go shoot and not worry about like, damn, I need to film this or get some photos. Now it's like that, like
Yeah.
gotta film, you gotta get some pictures, gotta make it count. If that makes sense. But,
When every fucking magazine that you're shooting out of a pistol out of your
right,
Glock is fucking $6.
right, bro. Shit is crazy.
It's like $6 gone, $6 gone,
Yeah,
$6 gone. Cool. I can't even break this gun in
bro.
with a couple $100 in ammo. It's
Yeah,
like 500 rounds used to be what, like $87.
yeah, bro. It's sick now. Like used to be about 1,000 rounds of 223 for 160 or 180 at the most. That's going shit. $600 for steel case.
Uh, it's all right. It's all right.
It's
Our
hard.
our mutual friend, we have a mutual friend that we can talk offline that I'm gonna buy a
Okay.
pallet of 9mm and a pallet for 5.56 from.
Oh shit.
So yeah, we'll have content.
Yeah. 'Cause, bro, that day, like when the range almost burned down, y'all know how much ammo y'all shot that day, bro? Like a shit ton of ammo, bro. That's ANR Mega Arms collab. Like
In
it was
our
a
Mega
lot.
Arms Clap. Yeah, we might have burned our range down.
Yeah.
Why? Uh, well, note to self: don't let someone that's never fired a belt-fed machine gun fire a belt-fed machine gun standing.
Right.
Also, when it's dry as fuck, make sure
Yo.
your homie doesn't bring fucking tracers.
It was hot as shit that day out too, bro. It was super hot
It
that
was
day.
like really bright out, so I wasn't
Yeah,
like keeping tabs on the belts
yeah,
that we were loading. And then I was just sitting there watching him fucking. You can see the muzzle start to go down, and you start to
yeah,
splash some dirt at like the
yeah.
40-yard mark, and you're just
Yep.
like, "Oh, those are tracers. Oh,
Yeah.
those are tracers." And like, you and fucking Slim are
Yeah,
fucking around with the drone, and I'm
yeah.
like, I just watched 2 tracers skip over the berm.
Mhm.
Get that drone up. Let's see if make sure there's no fire.
And we did. That's how I seen the fire. I don't know if that's dust from the dirt or if that's smoke. And I'm like, oh, that's smoke. And you hear you like, this is bad. That's all you hear. I was like, this is bad. And I see you start running. My drone crashes because I'm paying attention to y'all, and I'm also looking like, oh shit, it's really a fire. Drone crashes. I'm trying to find a drone. We trying to put out the fire.
It was
Good
wild.
times.
But
Yeah.
you see, like Justin and I snap into action. Some other people
Yeah.
that were in attendance did not snap into action. And those are the events where you know who's your ride or die, right? You know who's the dude that when shit pops off, like I was literally like, this is bad. Go get water. Go get this. Anyone have a fire extinguisher? Like, Slim, call 911. Like, if the wind picks up, this is going to be horrible. Let's get the fire department here. And for perspective, tracers are legal at that range. Tracers are legal in New Hampshire. Was it a bad judgment call because of how dry it was? Yeah. Was I aware that there was tracers in those belts prior to that happening? Fuck no. I think I saw like a couple fucking like one or two burn out in the berm, and I thought it was just like coincidence that belt had some mixed in, and then the frequency that they were mixed in was a little bit less whatever. So but there were some mixed in. Everyone did the right thing, everyone acted, but fuck that lady on 911 call center lady.
Bro, that was unbelievable. Like she thought it was a joke. Like
she was like, you're from I see a Philadelphia number.
Like she really did ask questions. And she like, so you're saying it's a real fire, but you don't know the address? No.
He's like, no, I'm at this range. This is the name of the range. Just Google it. Like, I don't know the address. He's like, I don't know the address. And like, granted, the address is like on the little fucking emergency things next to it. But like, I'm in the woods throwing fire blankets down, like stomping out leaves and shit, like inhaling trash. And Slim's like the nicest dude ever. He's like, yeah, I know this is a Philadelphia number, but I am a videographer. I am here videoing content at this range. I don't know the physical range address, and she like pretty much hung up on him. You guys had to call back.
Bro, we had to call back.
To confirm.
To confirm. Like, that was wild.
Yeah.
That was wild. You guys said it later. I remember Nat said his Solomons were like melting. Like some of the soles on his Solomons were melting of just stumping out the fire and shit. That was crazy, man. But hey, we got some cool content out of it.
Yeah, so honestly, man, it's my Solomon's melted too. I remember
y'all talking about it.
We're like, man, these fucking things held up though. And then there's fucking Brett wearing Toms.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all got burned that day. Everyone caught some smoke inhalation. Everyone got a burn or two. But it's one of those things. Do the right thing. Call 911 immediately. We did tell the fire marshal that the lady at the call center fucking told us to fuck off. And he was like, well, I'm gonna take care of that. I mean, that's dangerous. There's neighborhoods around there that if that fire got any bigger, it would have been bad, because we watched the forestry water truck get stuck on the berm. And they had an issue with their water pump.
That was crazy. I was sitting here like, all right. Remember they had to start grabbing water out the little lake,
So they had an issue with their water pump on the truck, and it just was not working. They were not pumping water. So we had a boom truck came in, a ladder truck came in, and luckily they were able to get the ladder over the fire, and then they hooked up the pump on their fire truck to the pond behind us. And Rick was like, that fucking pond is gonna run out of water. That was like,
bro, it was getting low. I was like,
that was like the kids' fishing pond,
Bro, it was getting low. I'm like, yo, they're fucking taking all the water out the pond. Like, I'm like, oh. Well,
so it was legit spooky for a minute, but and that's
the thing.
And that's again, in an emergency, in a fire or whatever, get someone on comms. The second we were like, we can't handle this anymore, sent someone to the front gate to unlock it, open the gate for emergency services. We called the president of the range, let him know what the situation was, called the vice president of the range, let him know what the situation was. And, that's just acting as fast as possible. And it's one of those things that you just learn who's fucking hard as fuck when you need to. Who's going to be in the woods in the fire trying to help you put it out, or trying to slow it down while emergency services are coming, because you don't want things to get out of hand. So, dude, it is what it is. It was a exciting birthday weekend for me.
Yeah.
First time that's ever happened.
Yeah. Hey
Um,
man, it worked out. We got everything situated. Everybody ended up being cool, so that was a good thing.
yeah,
And
it was rad.
yeah, so shit, that's cool. I mean, shit, you tired of the snow up there yet? Like, I know New Hampshire's still getting snow and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm over it.
All right. Yeah.
I just want May 1st to come here so I can pick up my dog.
Oh yeah, I seen it. I seen it online earlier. A little pup, man.
I
It's a
didn't.
boy or girl.
It's a female, yeah. I didn't mean to post that to like ANR design page. I meant to post that to my personal, and I was like, why am I
Yeah.
getting so many comments? Oh fuck. So I deleted it.
Yeah.
But
Post and delete.
yeah, I deleted the post. But yeah, I'm stoked because like that's gonna be a fun project getting her trained up because she'll be 7 months during bird hunting season, which is like a
Oh,
perfect age.
cool.
She won't point everything. She won't, do everything that I'd obviously want a seasoned dog to do.
Yeah.
But she'll do a lot.
Right.
She'll be able to do a lot by hunting season. And better than not having a dog like I've been hunting for the last 3 years by myself, walking through covers, hoping to move birds. I still do well. Any day I go out bird hunting, I come back with something.
Yeah.
Like if I go out for woodcock, I'll at least shoot one or two or three birds.
Yeah.
I've limited out a few times on woodcock, but having a dog's gonna be tight.
Yeah. That's gonna be super dope.
Plus, like my dog is a house dog.
Yeah.
Like Oni, he's a
Yeah.
cutie.
I said only gonna have a friend to play with now.
Yeah, Oni's getting old, dude. He's almost 10, and
Yeah.
it'll be good for him to have a companion, so he's got less separation anxiety when we're gone or out for the day. And then, my dog Oni's not good in the car. He
Yeah.
vomits and pisses in the car. So,
Yeah.
um,
So this dog would be like a fresh, like you'd be able to train it up how
oh
you
yeah,
want.
she's gonna be hyper obedient work
Yeah.
dog. I might even send her get her approved for actual work dog, so like I
Yeah.
can like fly with her and stuff.
Oh shit.
She'll be that trained,
That,
and
that,
then get her on birds all the time, bring her all around the country to hunt birds, and yeah, she's gonna be with me all the time. Everywhere I go, she's gonna be in the truck or in a crate in the truck,
yeah.
coming with me. So that's kind of the goal. I've always wanted that kind of dog, like a dog that's always with me.
Yeah.
Similar to like when I was a kid, I had a dog that was always with me. So yeah, man. And you have a dog. You have a little shepherd, right?
What? Yo, he big now. He ain't a year yet, but he's big as hell, bro.
So
Like,
you have a shepherd. Have you done any obedience training with him
yeah,
or?
well, while I be going, my mom had got him. We had took him to this little obedience school, so he's real good at like listening and shit. But he just likes to still just play a lot, play all day and stuff like that. But he listens. He's real good. And like it's my dog, but he stay with my mom. He stays up under my mom. He's very protective over her. Like which is good for sure. But yeah, I love that dog. If I would get another dog, I'd probably get another little shepherd for like, yeah, for me. I just miss. It seemed like he got big because when I first came up to meet you, I had just got him. It seemed like every week after that, he's just getting bigger and bigger. So I didn't really get his whole puppy stage. I missed like a lot of the puppy stage, which is crazy.
You're a bad dad.
I know, man. Horrible. He's big as hell now.
You live a lifestyle, for people that don't know, like Rick, you'll get a phone call. Hey, you need to be at this airport at this time. You're going to Jamaica, going to Dubai, going to Europe.
Crazy, man. I'm actually like happy a little, like where not at the same time. I miss traveling a little bit, but the restrictions let me be home a lot more now, which I like. Because sometimes, bro, I would travel so much and it was cool. I've been all these places in the world, but sometimes I just couldn't wait to get back home and play with my guns and shit and just chill. Just like not having to do nothing. Like, all right, I could just chill today as opposed to having to be up at this time, get here, there, or we're in this fucking country for only a day, then we gotta leave tomorrow. It took us longer to fly there to get there than how long we were actually there. Like stuff like that. Like, which is crazy. So that's really it, man. But yeah, this two-way shit. I'm basically just trying to bring my vision into the two-way world, bro. Just keep giving them this diplomats, and they got to stay tuned for what me and you gonna be doing. So
yes, yeah. I do have some open months, or I'm fucking crushed busy till June, and then Johnny's getting married in June. His bachelor party. So like June, July, August. There's definitely some flexibility there to get you back up.
Yeah. Just let me know, bro. We'll put it together. That's cool. I just picked up the new Sony A7. What's not the A7? The FX3. It's like their cinema line. It's just
Nice.
Super dope.
Like a mini red almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. How do you like the color on it though? Some people were complaining that the Sonys have like a
I mean, I've been using Sonys for a while now, from their A7R2 to the A7S, A7S2, then I get the A7S3 and FX3. I like it. I set mines. I literally go in custom and tweak like contrast and stuff and just save the preset. So it's basically like set up how I like to run it. But
yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, I'm running a 6K right now.
Yeah. We've been running those too because Slim got one, so I love that thing.
Dude, I have 3 of them.
Yeah.
And they're all for streaming. They're literally for like different like when the puppy's here, we're setting up a puppy cam. So like if I'm streaming or doing a podcast, I can bang on my stream deck like puppy cam.
That's dope. That's fire actually.
Except it's a $600 camera to look at dogs.
Yeah, that's funny, man. But yeah, bro.
Camera drip.
Man, shit, I'm just proud of you, bro. All the content and stuff, like it's what like the people need it, because your stuff be real informative too. Like, so you've been killing them with that, man.
Trying, dude. Trying. We realized we had to separate the gaming part though. We had to make a new YouTube called ANR Design LLC Gaming, because I had like 1,000 people unsubscribe on YouTube being like, I'm here for the gun shit, not the gaming shit.
Bro, it's weird like that. They take it personally too. So that was smart, separating the YouTube.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, man, in closing, this is Rick Nyce, GS Weapons on Instagram, High End Pew on Instagram, personal friend and family, frequents the compound here. So yeah, Rick is in closing. Rick's hip hop industry gone 2A, and he's making a huge mark in the 2A community for his artisanal hip hop vibes and videography. And this was episode 4 of the ANR Design Unholstered podcast. So thank you all for listening to myself and Rick Nyce talk about pretty much bullshit. Rick, anything you want to say in closing, man?
No, man, keep up the podcast. I definitely want to get back on in the future after some of this other stuff come out. We could do some cool shit, man. You know what? Maybe we could figure out, maybe we could do like a podcast, like on like a set of us doing some Diplomat shit. Like just a little segment. That would be cool.
We do have mobile podcast set up too.
I already know you do. See, I didn't even question it. I knew you had some type of setup.
Well, we have like an in-person podcast studio here. Like we have everything, mixer, all that shit set up. More 6K cameras, really nice high-end microphones, more like really nice Rode mics. But it's tough right now to try to get a backlog of podcasts done. So right now I'm using my stream setup. So I use Streamlabs for like gaming, and then right now I'm using OBS Studio, and I have like this kind of gaming looking overlay, and some graphics and shit that move, and so it looks cool.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to come back up there. I see the room really came together well. Like everything's done now. Fire. That's cool, man. All right, bro. Hit me. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody, ANR, the whole ANR fans and crew. That's the family right there. And
they miss you. And and by the time next time you visit, dude, we'll have the new shop. So it'll be super tight.
Fire, bro. All right, well, man, shit, I appreciate you having me on, bro. Be safe.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bro.